feel like a soul.
One way, one way, one way.
Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much. Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you guys for joining me for the reversion of my life. So today I'm going to talk about why I reverted to Islam and just what I feel about the way of life in general.
Quick break, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much, and back to the video.
So why I reverted? One of the reasons why I reverted is because I just felt that I needed to change. I wanted to understand what I was doing here, where was I going, where was I meant to be, and how does that help me to evolve into a better human being. Because I was in the music industry very heavily and I wanted to be famous, I wanted to be known for me empowering women. But I didn't have true purpose, and I realized that once I reached the age of 21, and I just felt so empty. I was becoming successful, I was becoming known within an industry standard as far as people. I had a really good collective of friends and people that knew who I was, that wanted to support my career. But I didn't feel like it was good enough, and I didn't feel like it was a promising thing. And it just took me 3 years, well, I would say about 3 years to know that I wanted to be Muslim, and Allah was working on me that whole time. And I look back like, wow, Allah knew this whole time I was going to be Muslim, subhanAllah. Like, it just really blows my mind because I didn't know. I had this whole other perception of Islam and the women. I was like, they're oppressed, you know, their husbands force them to wear hijab and they don't feel, you know, that they can get out of this because, you know, they have their husbands taking care of them. Like, that's what I thought. That was my opinion on the matter. And I was so wrong, like, you know, and I know that I didn't know and I was ignorant, and may Allah forgive me for that. And I just really found a whole new purpose being Muslim. I met my mentor Hajj Latifa, and through my best friend Fatima, she introduced me to her, and that just changed everything for me and really brought me to an understanding of who I was as a woman and my role in society and why it's important that we know that. I just didn't even think it was possible. I reverted in April 2015. I literally was going through this in my mind for a year. So like 2014, I was like very much considering it. I very much like wanted to be Muslim. I thought it was so beautiful, you know, but I just didn't think I could be because I didn't know how to pray. I didn't know Arabic. And I was just like, oh man, you know, I gotta learn this stuff before I become Muslim. And I told that to Fatima, and she was just like, you can take your Shahada anytime you want. Like, you can learn that after you take your Shahada. And I was like, really? Like, you know, and of course I asked her what was a Shahada, and, you know, that was something that I had no idea. And they did not force it upon me. They taught me, they educated me, and it was just so beautiful. I would cry at night thinking about, wow, if I only had peace in my heart. And now that I do, like, I have literally a lot in my heart, and I know that it was like the best decision in life I could have ever made, better than any business decision, better than any school I chose to go to, better than any of the decisions I've ever made as a human being. And it just changed my life tremendously. Yeah, I really, I don't know, I've grown to be like a whole different person, and I'm just so grateful for that experience, and I could never imagine it being any way else. I hope you guys can see me because I know this thing creates kind of like a glare. It wasn't easy or hard to accept it. It was more so my ego playing tricks on me. Like, I wasn't sure if this was something that I really wanted or if it was just something that I found beautiful. And I thought my friend Fatima was like, these birds are like, oh, okay. If you guys only seeing what I'm seeing right now, you literally would like be like. So when Fatima basically showed me the whole entire just like visual of it, just by seeing her practice it, you know, like I didn't want it to be because I just loved the way that she practiced it. I just loved the person she was. I wanted it to be because I knew that it was really going to change my life. I knew that it was going to be something that would put me in a place to discipline myself. It would put me in a place to want to be better and to do better for others and myself and my family. So it was hard to accept in the beginning because I was literally tussling with my ego, like, you don't want to be Muslim, like, you just think these women are oppressed. But I do now know that that was my ego, you know, and I think it was at least like just trying to whisper in my ear and say, nah, you're not a believer, you know, be a kafir or whatever, you know, just like you're more free that way. But I literally asked Allah to show me, like, you know, and guide me every night before I became Muslim, like before I knew I wanted to be Muslim. I would ask Allah, please, God, show me, like, you know, I just want to know truth. I just want to be at peace, please. That's all I wanted. I didn't want money. I didn't want fame. I didn't want anything after a certain point in my life. I just wanted to be spiritually aware and connected. So I reverted back to that, like, literally. But I reverted back to those feelings, and I remembered how I felt. And I was like, remember you said that you wanted to be at peace, and like, this could be it. This could be truly, like, the end-all be-all for you in your life. And realizing that, looking back, is just like, wow, subhanAllah, like, that really was what I was going through. Like, I was like going back and forth with like if I should be Muslim or not. So it became easy to accept once I realized that Allah would wash away all of my sins, literally. Not because I got baptized, you know, not because I, you know, got oil rubbed on my head, but because I submitted to Allah peacefully. I submitted to my Creator, and I said, this is what I want. I want to worship you in the highest regard, in the best way possible. So far, you know, and so far me being Muslim is like the most beautiful thing in the world. Like, I just feel so complete. I know that I have a lot more journeying to do, and I have a lot more understanding that I need in my life to actually be able to reach certain levels, because there is levels to this. And I really think that once I reach that 7th level, you know, and it's time for me to leave the world, I inshallah will make that, and I will just appreciate and cry and then just die, you know, because I just want to be with my Creator. And alhamdulillah, it's been such a beautiful thing, you know. I'm getting like so emotional. I'm really grateful to be Muslim. I'm really grateful to be a part of the Ummah. I'm thankful that Allah chose me. I've been through so much. And going through what I went through, I know that this is the way, and I know that it's the way. And I'm not saying that it could be the way for everybody, but this is the way for me. And I feel free. I feel like a soul.